The Market of Nations event has landed in Rise of Kingdoms. Join me as I tell you everything you need to know. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Rise of Kingdoms gameplay episode from your very own Shappy Gaming. Today we are going to be covering the Market of Nations event, which, as you can see, is our favorite 7,000 gem event. And today we're going to be walking through why this event is so great, some of the pros and cons and missed opportunities I think that there could have been, and we're going to be talking through the bundles as well to kind of give you an idea of if they're worth it. So with that, the Market of Nations event works a lot like a lot of the other events that we have in Rise of Kingdoms. As you can see, you have to donate really up until you hit about level 25 in order to get all the best rewards. Now, there are three categories of rewards here. You have your free rewards, which is what you see on the far left here. You have your 7,000 gems worth of rewards, which is this middle column. And then the far right is actually a $10 bundle. Now, the $10 bundle is worth it. It is worth it for a couple reasons. You get a ton of VIP points. You get 2,200 gems outside of any of the items in this column. And you get a number of different items here just to kind of make it more valuable. You get speed ups, you get gold keys, you get recipes. Overall, it is a really good bundle, especially for $10. And even at the end, you get 3 24-hour speed ups, which is unheard of. So you know that there are 3 tiers within this event. Great, awesome, super easy. But is it worth it? The middle tier costs you 7,000 gems. So it is worth it if you keep in mind, the whole 1,000 gems per head is a fair deal. Over here, you can see that you're getting 5 gold heads and another 1,000 gems back. So that brings you down to 6,000 gems for 5 heads so far. And then you've got all of these expansions and you've got 15 gold heads. So to answer the simple question, is it worth it? Absolutely. Now, how do you get these recipe books that you need to donate? In order to get these recipe books, there are a couple different ways you could do it. So you could do it through the Great Gathering event, which is a number of different quests that you just complete over the course of 5 days that this event runs. Actually, it's really closer to 6. And all you have to do is complete these. And if you're trying to grow an account or create a jumper account, this is the perfect opportunity to do it. The reason for that is the rewards that you actually get, aside from these individual ones in here, are Epic Commander Sculptures, 5-minute speed ups, and level 3 Tomes of Knowledge. And if you're trying to build a farm or you're trying to make a jumper account, those epic heads that you can get up to 100, are going to be super helpful for you. So that's number one way to get recipe books. The other way you can get recipe books, which is the way most people are doing it, is by map collection, city collection, and defeating barbarians. And there are a little trick that you can use for all of these. So for map collection, you actually get these recipe books when your troops come back from gathering. And so while you typically might say, I'm going to send, my gatherers to level 5 nodes or to level 6 nodes, what you're actually going to want to do for this event is you're going to want to migrate out to a zone 1 or zone 2 or teleport out. And you're just going to want to be gathering these smaller nodes. These smaller nodes are going to give you essentially just as much recipe books as the larger nodes, but you're going to be able to send out your marches faster. And so you're actually going to be getting much more from the smaller nodes than from the big ones. You can also get it from buying these bundles. And I will be dropping these bundles and the breakdown of all the prices in the community Discord. So if you haven't checked that out already, be sure to. That's linked in the description. And of course, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, what are you waiting for? If I haven't earned it though, stick around. So that's bundle number 1 that you can get those through. Let's see, do they also have a different bundle in here? I don't think so. So they don't have one there. So the main way you could get them, if you're going to buy them, is through the commemorative gala and the $10 bundle that we saw before. Now, a couple tricks for getting more of these recipe books in general. City collection. City collection is most likely my number 1 way of getting these. And the reason for that is that once you pop these buffs here, food production, wood production, stone production, etc., all you have to do is collect from your city just about every 5 minutes, and you'll get a ton of these recipe books. As you can see, I got 5 splendid baskets just from collecting from there. Obviously, you do want to be using your AP, and you want to be sending out peacekeeping marches to keep your AP costs low. If you're not sending out peacekeeping marches, you're going to be able to get far fewer marches out, which means you're going to be able to get fewer recipe books. So just keep that in mind. And my advice would be use up all of your AP for the day, every day, and you probably should be good. And between the city collection, the smaller nodes, and just using up your AP, this event is actually really easy for you to finish. Now, the cons of this event, there really aren't too many. The only thing that I personally feel is a missed opportunity is the anniversary festival is going on. And this event actually appeared during the anniversary festival. Awesome. We love to see it. And the shop for the anniversary festival is open for another 6 days. Why did they not give us any anniversary coins within that event? It seems a little bit like a missed opportunity to me. I feel like those anniversary coins would have made it just a little bit more worth it. Just added just a little something instead of resources or something. That it just feels like a missed opportunity. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys think they should have added anniversary coins, or are you happy with the way it is? My intuition is to always add a little bit of criticism. So the other thing that we got to look at here is the city theme, right? You're spending 7,000 gems. You want to get your money's worth. Let's take a look at this city theme and see, is it really worth it? I just had it open here. Where'd it go? There we go. The Circus of Colors event. So it looks fine. I don't think it looks terribly good, but it's all right. And it's an infantry attack city theme. Personally, I'm not crazy about this city theme. I think infantry attack is probably the worst buff you can get for infantry. Typically, you want defense or health. And the cost is cavalry defense, which is fine. But get the city theme if you think it looks cool, or if you're just going to buy out everything in here. And that's the 7,000 gems and then the $10 bundle. But other than that, I probably wouldn't use it. Maybe enable it so you could get the achievement, but I wouldn't go too much further than that. Now, I'm doing a different video than usual. Typically, I just run through that and I'd call the video there. But I have noticed that you guys want a little bit more help and a little bit more support, and that's what I'm here for. So, this event also has recharge rewards. And that $10 bundle that I showed you earlier within here, just so I can be extraordinarily clear, this $10 bundle on this right column counts towards recharge rewards. I know a lot of people may be like, what? I had no idea. It does. And so if you want to buy that bundle, or if you're doing recharge rewards, that is absolutely worth it. And as you can see, 2,200 gems from that. Recharge 300 more to claim your rewards. So this is a little known trick. If you actually come to the daily special offer section, you can see that the Treasure of Wisdom, this middle treasure here, will give you 400 gems. And as you saw, after the $10 bundle, we only need 300 gems. And so you can actually recharge every day for a total of $12. What some people might be doing is they may actually be going to Super Value Bundle and spending an additional $5. You don't need to do that. You can come in and you can actually hoard the Treasure of Wisdom. And what I would recommend is you pick out the commander that you want. I have a whole breakdown on which commanders are worth it. Personally, I'm working on YSG right now. And what you should do is you should buy this bundle. There are 5 days of recharge rewards. You should save up 3 of these, because when you open 3 of these chests, you have a greater chance of getting, a YSG sculpture. It used to be you have a guarantee. Now I think it's just a greater chance. But you want to do that so that you can actually ensure that you're getting the best bang for your buck. And what this actually works out to is typically you'll end up with, between 3 and 5 gold heads for the commander that you're working on for, over 3 days, $6, which is actually not a bad deal. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. I just want to set your expectations. But if you do this every day and you're buying the Treasure of Wisdom every day, then you're keeping your cost at $12. Well, Shappy, you've only told me one $10 bundle. So these holiday events are typically okay bundles. They're not great, but if you really like the name plaque or you need more recipes, these bundles can be worth it. So if you're going to buy them, I would not buy them more than the $10 bundle unless you're a whale, but that's just something to keep in mind. If you only buy them up to the $10 bundle, then you can still actually buy them for recharge rewards. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come into your supply depot, and this is where you're going to be spending most of your money for recharge rewards. Typically, I go for the 7-day material supply, or the 7-day speed up supply, or the 30-day gem supply. And I will say that these do stack. And so you can buy the 7-day speed up supply every day during recharge rewards. And you can buy the 7-day material supply every day during recharge rewards. And then you just buy the daily special offer, and that's it. And these do stack. And so if you buy it for 7 days, then you may end up with 35 days of speed ups, which is actually pretty good. And I will say, the bundles within the supply depot, do not forget, are the best bang for your buck, really, out of any of the other bundles. Some people may debate that, but consistently these deliver the best value. So that is the new Market of Nations event in Rise of Kingdoms. I hope that you've enjoyed. If you have, do be sure to hit that subscribe button right over there, bottom right hand corner. And as I mentioned, the bundle breakdowns will be broken down in the Discord, in the guide section, so be sure to go check that out. Thank you. Shappy out.